Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Tally Faye. I hope everybody's having a good day. It is a beautiful day. Finally, no wind. Beautiful sunshine and all. It's a Saturday afternoon, and everybody's out and about and stuff. I figured I would get in here and let y'all make these with me. I'm going to go real slow with it and stuff, so maybe you can... next time you get your stuff all together and everything, have it all together and then watch my video and you can come along with me and make it. And it's a recipe that I've never done, so we're going to try it together. And it's not complicated, but it's just, I don't know, it's kind of all over the place. But it is a berry streusel muffin recipe. And it just really looked good to me. So I figured I'd try to have all of my stuff together, as much of it as I could, and then that way I could show y'all, let y'all go along with me on the rest of it and everything. But hopefully I've got all my stuff measured out, and we can do this thing together on it, and we'll see if we like it, because I have no idea. It'll be fun to try and stuff, but it sure looks good. So anyway, we're going to try it, okay? Put my coffee down. Goodness gracious. All right. It's berry streusel muffins, y'all. So, the first thing I'm going to do, let me get it over here. We'll go down here with this first, I think. It says that we're going to make the streusel topping for it, okay? So, for the streusel topping, I've got 5 tablespoons of sugar. I messed up right off the bat. Three tablespoons of sugar, okay? Then 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. And it calls for 1/3 cup of flour and 5 tablespoons of melted butter, okay? And the butter is kind of cooled now. Let me get a little spoon here so I can stir it. I didn't want to put it in there completely hot, but see, it's starting to... See how I've got it? It's about that. I melted it and just set it here and let it be cooling while I'm getting everything else together. So it's almost thick like a pudding, like a gravy, like almost. But it's, you know, good. I think it'll work better. But okay, the first thing that kind of throws me off on this deal is all it says is to make your topping. Adjust to get it. It says adjust flour and butter. Okay, adjust our flour and butter, okay, to get a nice crumble. That's all it tells you. So, we're going to just get I think I'm going to do it with a fork instead of trying to do it with a whisk. I'm going to start out with a fork. So, the first thing I'm going to do, let me move that out of the way and get y'all in closer on this, where we can see maybe what I'm doing. But see, I've just got the brown sugar and the sugar in there. I'm going to stir that up first, okay, with my fork. Get the sugars together. Alright. Now, that it's saying, you know, adjust your flour and sugar. So, what I'm going to do is take this 1/3 cup of flour, and I'm going to put, like, you know, I don't know, half of it in there, I guess, right? Stir that in. And now I'm going to take this 5 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to kind of stir, you know, half of that in there. So we're looking for that crumble, I guess, that it's talking about. See what it's looking like? Well, it's definitely crumbled, but I mean, okay. I'll add a little more of the flour, because it's really buttery right now. It's crumbled, but it's really buttery, right? I think, you know, if we tried to put it on top of our muffins right now, I think all the butter would just melt away and it'd just be a sugar topping. I'm going to add the rest of the flour compared to the butter deal. I don't know. Like I said, we're going to do this together, right? It just looks so good, y'all. Oops. There it go. Tally-fay mess. Right off the bat. Well, you know what? I'm not going to put any more of that butter in there. I'm going to do it like this. I want you to see it. Let me put it up here where you can see. See, look. What do you think? Sugar, brown sugar, flour, and butter. And you think about that being sprinkled on top of your muffin batter before we put it in the oven. I'm not going to put any more butter in it. That's where we're going with it, okay? So I just did probably a little over half of those, that 5 tablespoons of butter that I put in there. So that's where we're going with that. I'm going to put these in my dishwater. Get them out of the way. Set this butter over here. Alright, so we have our streusel topping done and ready. On to the next thing. For the muffins, okay? For the muffins, it calls for. And none of this stuff is in the order that it's written in on the thing. So, you know, like I say, it kind of throws you off. But here we go. 2 cups of frozen berries. So what I did was I bought, and I'm going to show y'all this. I got another bag in here. I got the berry medley. See? I got the berry medley. That's what I got. I think you can get anything you want, like blueberries, raspberries, dewberries, whatever and stuff. But this is the mixed berry one, is the one I got. See, look here at them. See? I'm going to stir those in the batter here in a little bit. But it calls for 2 cups. And by the way, that bag, let me see what that was. That bag is a 16-ounce bag, a 1-pound bag of mixed berry, frozen mixed berries, and that is 2 cups. Okay, so 1 bag of the, one pound bag of the berries. So 2 cups. 2 cups frozen berries, and then 1 1/8 cup. There again, that's something else I think is strange. 1/8 cup, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But anyway, 1 1/8 cup of sugar. So it calls for that. Then 2 1/2 cups of flour, 2 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs, 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, melted and cooled, which I have over here on my counter. And then 1/4 cup of applesauce. So what I did was I just bought one of them little 6-packs of the little individual serving applesauces, because like the grandkids, I feed the other ones to the grandkids. I don't keep applesauce. That's something I don't keep or whatever. I like it, but I don't know. Not enough to buy it, I don't think. But anyway, so I just bought one of those, and one of those little things like that. Almost the cup is almost a 1/4 cup. And I just took what was left and I dumped it in my berries here. Okay? You know, easy peasy. Now we're at 1 cup of milk and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay? Alright. Oh, to start with though, the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to take 1 cup of those frozen berries and you're going to put them in a little sauce pot, okay? With, with 1 tablespoon of water. I've already got berry juice on me. With 1 tablespoon of, I put 2 tablespoons in there. With these mixed berries, and strawberries are really, you know, big in there and stuff and all. And so we're going to go with mine with the mixed berry. Okay, remember, this is with the mixed berry. If you're using a single berry, like the smaller berries, maybe 1 tablespoon of water is fine, okay? But in mine, with the mixed berry thing, 1 cup of the frozen mixed berries, I did 2 tablespoons of water and 2 teaspoons of sugar in there, right? And you just set it over there and just let it simmer with that sugar and water in there on them frozen berries for about, I don't know, 6 minutes or so or something. It says 6 minutes, but I think mine did longer than that. And after that's, you know, simmered a little while like that, you get you turn it off and get you a potato smasher and smash them. Smash them all up in there. See, look. See what it made? It made it like that. So, it says smash them all up and everything, and then set it aside and let it cool. So, I took it out of that pot and poured it up into this bowl so it could cool faster. And so, they're ready for me to do what I have to do with them. Okay? So, there's our cooked berries out of the way. And then the next thing we're going to do is take a big bowl. And so, I've got my big mixing bowl here in my hand whisk. And it says to whisk together the flour, the baking powder, and the salt. So, I've done that. I've got them whisked together, right? Okay? Now, in a mixer, which I have over here, and I'll bring the camera over there with me. But it says, in the mixer, we're going to whisk the sugar and the eggs, okay? Until they're just combined. Just get them combined. Then we're going to slowly mix in the butter and the applesauce, right? And then the next thing we're going to do is add the milk and the vanilla. And kind of whisk all that till it's combined. You know, just get it combined good, right? We'll take it from there. Let's do that. I bumped the button. Anyway. Okay, it's back. Alright, what I've done here is I've already got my sugar and my eggs in here. So we're going to whisk that to combine it, okay? Whisk that up real good. Just get it combined. Okay. And then it said what? It said to whisk in the... Alright, slowly mix in the butter and the applesauce. So here's my butter. Yeah, I've got it in a little bowl here. I've got to set it down. Some of that butter has stuck to the sides of that little bowl. Let me do that real quick. Okay. Get that out of my way. And now, 1/4 of a cup of applesauce. I'm going to dump that in there. Let me get that dumped in it real quick. Alright. Now I can pick it back up. So see, I've just got that mixing in there. And now I have, in here, I have my cup of milk and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. It said slowly add that in there. Alright. Done. Okay. We're going to let that mix. Get it to combine. I think that's good enough. Looks like it to me. Okay. It's very watery looking right now. So I'm going to set it down here and get y'all back on the little thing where I don't have to try to hold it. Okay. Oh, where's my toothpick? I gotta have a toothpick for this in a minute. Okay, let me get this thing. We're doing this together, y'all. It's a beautiful afternoon for it. Alright, so we've got our liquid stuff mixed here. Now it says, using a rubber spatula, fold in the egg mixture and the remaining berries into the flour mixture, just until combined. But it's talking about the frozen berries, right? Not your cooked berries. So we're gonna fold all this stuff in now. I have a rubber spatula, but I like my old wooden spoons. I love them. I love them. So I'm gonna just dump this in there. It's weird looking. All that stuff comes to the top. I wish I could have showed you that, but sure I get it all in there. Okay. So, using a rubber spatula, fold in the egg mixture and the remaining berries. So we're going to go ahead and put them in there. There we are with that. Let's get this out of my way. Stand to be in my way. I'll put it in the sink in a minute. Okay. I'm just going to go around here and mix this in. Man, it's thin looking to me. I don't know. I'm not an expert baker. I like to make things and stuff, but I'm not an expert baker. I definitely don't make muffins that often. That's why I thought this would be fun. Well, they're going to be purple. That's for sure. Okay. It's folded in there. Now it says to add to your muffin tins, and then we're going to top each with 1 teaspoon of our berry mixture over here, our cooked berries. And we're going to get us our toothpick, and we're going to do a figure 8 in there to stir these berries in there very gently, like make a figure 8 in there, swirl them in there, right? And then we will put our streusel topping on them and bake them. I guess it wasn't that hard, huh? Maybe I'm the one that was getting confused. Just, some of the things just seem odd to me on it, but, you know, hey. I'm going to get me a, well, this is maybe too much, but anyway, this is a 1/3 cup here. I'm too far away from y'all. Hold on a minute. Get y'all over here by me. Okay, we're going to do it like that, all right? I'm just going to dip them out of here and see. What do you think? I don't know. I have no idea. Hey, like I said, don't be scared. Don't be scared now. It's always worthy of trying if it looks like and sounds like a tasty dish, and it's one you don't make that often or something. Because, you know, you get tired of your own cooking. You know, you have to look at other people's recipes and all, because, you know, if you are tired of it, don't you, you know, your family gets tired of the same old thing. And so, you know, sometimes you surprise yourself and surprise them with something new. That's what you do. You get in here and you be creative. And like I say, the best thing is to try to find things that are already in your pantry, which I didn't have frozen berries. I had to buy the frozen berries, but I had everything else to make these muffins with. All I had to do was buy me a 1-pound bag of berries. Okay, there's that. Now, we're going to do this little tricky thing here or whatever. And y'all know I don't make pretty stuff. What to do with my, there's my toothpick. Okay, so 1 teaspoon. Oh, that's a fork in there. Huh. Okay, I'm just going to get a cereal spoon. Okay, we're going to do this. What's it say? Top each with 1 teaspoon of berry mixture. Okay, all right, I'm just going to put it on there. Okay, okay. I got it. I'm not scared now. Oh my goodness. They don't look like enough. Okay. I swear, I just think they look so good, y'all. Think about those berries and stuff in there, and then we're going to put that streusel topping on it. It just seems so good to me. I don't know. We're going to find out. But one way to find out. Okay, now, let's see if I can do this figure 8 thing. I guess it's down in there. Oh, and one thing I did, you know, I told y'all I got the mixed berry bag. It has those strawberries in it, right? Well, you know, they're bigger than all the rest of the berries. You know, a whole strawberry's big. And I thought, man, I don't know about all that. So in my berries that I added to my batter, before I put them in there, I just took me a pair of scissors and reached down in there and, excuse me, and nipped all my strawberries kind of in half and in quarters or something. Because, I don't know, to me, they were just too big. I don't know. That was just something I did. Okay, here we go with this streusel topping that we had to adjust the flour and butter for, you know. But I'm going to sprinkle it on there. I'm going to put a little to start with, and then I might come back and put a lot, right? I love that streusel topping on things. And I guess with this streusel topping is why there's not a lot of sugar in these. What was it? That weird measurement? A cup and 1/8 or something? I don't remember now. Anyway, whatever it was on there. But you know, it wasn't a lot of sugar to have these tart berries and stuff in there. Okay, I'm going to go back along there and sprinkle some more. I still got some batter left though, so I got to be careful with it. This first pan, though, is important. We want to make them turn out right. Okay. Alright, guys. I've got to pop them in the oven for 20 minutes. I'm going to get my cookie sheet. Get my cookie sheet, set them on there. The oven is preheated at 400 degrees. And it says 20 minutes. So, I'm going to put my timer on. 20 minutes. And we shall see what comes of that, right? Let me wash that off. Old berries. Did y'all do this when y'all were young and did berries and stuff with your mama? When we'd pick them, we had the kids' old diapers and stuff that we used for rags and everything. And we, you know, after a while, they get kitchen stained and stuff and everything, you know, get to where they were yellowed and all this and that. So we did that with the berries, and we did it with grapes when we harvested grapes. And we would strain that stuff through that cloth diaper material, and it would color all our rags. It was the most prettiest purplish blue colored rags. It made our rags really, in general though, the dewberries made it, in the end, they come out kind of pinkish color, an odd pinkish color, and then the grapes made them a purple blue color. But anyway, we did that, and I remember loving that when we'd get all our old white rags that were, you know, used up and stuff, and it just would make them pretty, and it'd stay in there too. When you washed them, it'd stay in there. You could count on it. But I wanted to show y'all this. Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Tally Faye. We finished our berry streusel muffins, and I wanted y'all to see the finished product of them. I'm pleased with them. They turned out good, y'all. Look how pretty they are. Look at that. Does that not look delicious? I think they're very good. I tried one. I had to try one right before I told y'all they were good or not. But it made, oh, I forgot to mention that you spray your muffin tins, okay? Spray your muffin tins, and then this made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That made 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That made 18 muffins, okay? So I had my 12 count. Yeah, it was a 12 count muffin tin and a 6 count one. So it made exactly 18 muffins, perfect. So you need to try it out. It would be a hit, absolutely. And it's got it's a real homey taste. It's a great texture. The berries work perfect. You don't know what kind of berry it is. That's one of the things. You just know it's berry in there. But you don't go, oh, strawberry, or oh, blueberry, or oh, you know, like that. You're like, it's berry. And oh, I think I'll take one before I get off. I'm gonna get one here, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna cut it so y'all can see. Let me bring it over here in this light better, so that y'all can see how beautiful and yummy they look. See, the berries are all in there. There's the inside. Am I doing? Oh, I'm missing it. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the berries inside. And then our streusel, our complicated streusel, worked out good on the top. And it's good, and it has good crumble to it on there. And then you take them while they're warm and spread some butter on there, because they're a muffin. They're not a cupcake, right? It's a muffin, so they're not sweet like a cupcake. But the berry adds that sweet tart, and then you have the crumble top, and then have them warm and put some butter on them. You'll be somebody's favorite person if you do that. So it was great fun trying out this new recipe, and I'm going to call this one for the books. Okay? Y'all have a great day. Try this recipe out, and we'll be back on In the Kitchen with Tally Faye and do something different.